Where were the Guardians of the Speed Force when planet Earth fell to the anti-life plague? Well, let's hop into the pages of Dceased, Hope at World's End issue number 3 and find out together, shall we? Alrighty then, so as the comic opens up, we join Wally West the Flash, the fastest man alive. And yes, Tom Taylor is sure to actually mention that in the book, which I know is going to make a lot of people really happy out there, because it feels like a lot of other writers and a lot of other books have been forgetting that fact as of recently. Now, we had caught a brief glimpse of the Flash family in the pages of Dceased, but we check on in with Wally not long after that. He's making sure his wife and home are protected, while he himself goes on a singular quest to break as many screens as he can throughout Central City so the plague can't spread. He also tries to save as many people as he can, but people are either dying or transforming at such a quick rate, even someone like the Flash can't keep up with it all at once. It's at this point, too, Batman ends up radioing in, saying that Wally and the other Speedsters should really hunker down as soon as they can. It's only going to take one of them getting sick to make it so that this plague will envelop the whole globe. A grim reminder that ultimately the entire globe does fall to this threat one way or another. Wally doesn't heed Batman's warning, saying that some things are much more important. And in a bit of a sad little moment there, we see that this was actually Batman's last conversation before his own untimely death from the plague, and that he and Wally didn't end up leaving on good terms. Aw. If Wally is going to try and save all of Central City, he can't do it alone. He decides to enlist the help of Bart Allen and Max Mercury. Honestly, out of the costume, I thought Max was Jay Garrick. I wonder where he's at during all of this, if he's even alive. Thanks to super speed, Wally is able to get all of his friends, including Jesse Quick, who shows up to speed on what his ultimate plan is. If the Earth is going to fall to these zombies, then they need to get at least 200,000 people somewhere safe and soon. Space travel is out of the question, for now at least, but Wally has himself an idea. If he can use Barry's old cosmic treadmill with the help of Bart, then surely they can open a portal to another universe. A place where Linda and all the other citizens of Central City can lay low until all of this blows over, because this is the early days of the outbreak and they all think that this is going to blow over still. Of course, this plan doesn't come without its own set of roadblocks. They gotta find a universe that's willing to take this many refugees, and they gotta make sure that no sickness ends up coming with them. Bart pushes his little legs as far as they can, but ends up actually giving too much on the treadmill. He gets himself knocked outside, and Max Mercury heroically goes to try and save him. The plan to open up a portal works, but unfortunately poor Max got bitten and won't be able to see the new life that his friends and family are going to build here. He's going to die anyway, and he wants Wally to make sure he doesn't spread the sickness. And you know what? In a series that has really been defined by sad moments of old men needing to be put down for the betterment of all mankind, Wally and the Speed Force actually managed to find an out for this one. While Max Mercury's body might be infected, if Wally can take some of his excess speed, then they can go fast enough to actually make it so Max becomes pure energy and goes to live in the Speed Force. He won't have to transform into a killing machine, everyone else will be safe, and he actually ends up getting a very sweet, very heartfelt send-off as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Dceased, Hope at World's End issue number 3, everybody, and overall I thought this one was another fun little one-and-done story that shines the light on the Speed Force-centric characters and what they were doing during the zombie outbreak. I think a lot of people are really going to like this issue because it lets classic Wally West lead and be the big hero in a story where it feels like a lot of the Speedster characters were kind of put on the shelf. It also actually ends up setting up some pretty interesting lore that might be touched upon later in Dead Planet, this idea that there is an alternate universe out there where all the Flashes and Central City characters ran off to, meaning that Wally, Linda, or maybe even their kids could potentially come back at the 11th hour to help everyone else in the world that fell to zombies. Overall, I'd feel comfortable giving this one an 8 out of 10. I actually feel that it's better than the last couple Wally-centric stories we got, and I get the feeling other people out there are going to agree with me.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing me right now, it means you watched to the end of the video, of which I will always be appreciative of. It really helps with retention and all that other good YouTube stuff. If you really like my work, you can check me out on social media. I have links down in the description of the video you're watching right now to all my different socials. I got the Twitter, I got the Instagram, I got the Facebook. I'm very easy to be reached, and if you follow me there, you can be the first to know about when a new video goes live. And with that, I will bid you all adieu. Bye-bye.